What's up, guys? You know who it is. Another episode of Rise and Grind with Marcus. Hey, listen, let's jump right into it, okay? How to conquer diabetes, all right? So, I'm hanging out at the park, getting my morning walk in. I ran a little bit, walked a little bit, ran a little bit, walked a little bit, okay? So for those of you on a 90-mile challenge, you can run a little bit, walk a little bit, ran a little bit, run a little bit, walk a little bit. All right, anyway. So Marcus, how do you conquer diabetes, all right? Yesterday, I went to a doctor's appointment with one of my clients, and it was amazing. Like, we went to go see what is called an obesity doctor, right? So, and what this doctor had to say was, man, it was amazing. So, I was up half the damn night, researching diabetes and looking into diabetes to expand what I know, and to kind of verify some of the things that she said, right? So I was shocked. I was shocked because the posture of doctors, the posture of doctors who are not obesity doctors, I would say. This is just for me speaking with this, with this young man. What he said was, you have to, at some point, you have to realize what is causing you the dis-ease, all right? So a lot of people think, oh, it's a disease. It's not a disease as what the media plays it out to be, a disease where everything is contagious and all this kind of shit, right? So it's a dis-ease in the body. Your body's not at ease, all right? Your organs are not at ease, okay? So I, in talking to him, I was like, so what, based on what he was saying to her and, what she said to him, I was like, wow. So what happens is, everybody, at some point, when you eat a lot of carbs, right? And we know carbs turn into sugar, all right? It's called glucose in the medical field, right? So your body breaks down the glucose, breaks down the food, pulls the glucose, right? So when the glucose enters the bloodstream, there we go. Is that a better shot? That's a better shot. When the glucose enters the bloodstream, the pancreas says, hey, let's go get the glucose and get them into the cells, right? So the cells, so the insulin grabs the glucose and put them in the cell, right? But when you're insulin resistant, which is basically pre-diabetic, pre-type 2 diabetic, right? Your body keeps those cell doors closed, right? Because the signal is being blocked. The signal from the pancreas to the freaking cell is being blocked. There's no passageway, right? So why does that happen? Because after eating so much sugar, glucose, the cells are like, oh man, we full. I can't take no more. All right, that's it. The door is closed. So it's like, wait a minute, So what happens to all that extra sugar, glucose, hanging around in the bloodstream, right? So what happens is our fat, the fat cells are your protective mechanism, right? What they do is they go and they grab the leftover sugar, right? And in order to keep it from killing you, the fat grabs it and stores it, okay? And this same process goes over and over. So when you eat, high carbs, a whole lot of sugar, a whole lot of sweets, cakes, pies, and candy, right? Your body's like, it's like, oh man, it goes into a protective mode to keep the sugar, because if sugar hangs out in your bloodstream just to be hanging out, that's when, the seizures come, you get the foot pain from the diabetic foot pain, the hand and limb pain that starts damaging your nerves. It crystallizes and causes a fuckload of problems, right? So you don't want that, right? You don't want that. So what you have to do is cut, not cut the carbs completely, okay? But eat something that okay, your body has, when you eat food, it has 4 macronutrients in it. It's got protein, carbs, and fat. Yeah, protein, carbs, and fat. So what happens is, or some people say protein, carbs, and sugars, but sugar isn't a necessity nutrient. Fats, essential fatty acids, right? Those are necessary nutrients, right? Sugar isn't necessarily believe it or not, it's not no damn essential nutrient. So, just what I gathered from this man, I was like, oh my goodness. So, okay. So, of course, I like to research. So I started looking up stuff. I went to the house. I got a lot of books because from when I used to train full time. I was a personal trainer full time. That was one of my first businesses. So I started looking up books. Looking up stuff in my books and, going through. And I got on internet, started looking at stuff, and I was like, holy smokes, man! I was like, we need to know this stuff, man. We need to know this. And I was like, this is crazy. So to get down to the bones of it, how you conquer it is you have to monitor your intakes of cakes, sweets, and pies, and so on and so forth, right? And get to where you can replace those with fats. So, for example, avocados, right? Do your research, okay? This is just what I found in the last 12 hours, okay? And I've had to sleep since then. So I'm pretty sure I forgot some stuff in that short amount of time. But basically, I crammed, a fuckload of information in. Once after I came from the doctor, with the young lady. So, avocados, they have a lot of fats. All right, like I said, do your research, because in reading, some people say, avocados are the worst thing you can eat. How could you tell somebody to eat avocados? All that kind of stuff. So you got those kind of people. Like I say, fact checkers, check it out. Ask your doctors. I'm just sharing the information, okay? So, what else? Okay, so avocados, mushrooms. Mushrooms is good. You can saute mushrooms, like we saute mushrooms, and we put them in our spaghetti. For the days that we don't eat meat, we'll put mushrooms in, and onions and stuff like that, bell peppers, right? So, essential fatty acids, things like coconut oil, right? Olive oil. Make sure you get your omega-3s in, right? What else? Coconut oil, hemp oil. And I'm finna give y'all a secret, man. All right? I don't want to go to the damn store and I can't find no more of this stuff. All right? So if it's one left, you better save it for me. All right? Save it for me, all right? Don't take them all, okay? If you go to the store, right? You got to go to a store that they have natural food, organic food, stuff like that. Maybe a Natural Grocers or Whole Foods. And no, I'm not getting paid for that, but I need to be. A Natural Grocers or Whole Foods, and get spelt flour. Okay? Spelt flour, hemp flour, almond flour. All these are quote unquote safe flours to cook with and bake with and so on and so forth, right? Substitute honey for your sweetener. All right, man, listen, don't go to the store and buy up all the stuff, man, because I need some too, okay? Messing around with y'all, I'm gonna have to go find a darn honey farm. Substitute the honey. Like I said, do your research, all right? You can use honey, right? You can use apple juice as a sweetener. And remember, your protein shakes, right? For you athletic guys, for you, heavy athlete guys, fitness gurus, protein shakes have a lot of sugar in it too. So you can use that for your sweet. All right, so just look forward to that as your sweet. But you can still bake and you can still get the satisfaction from that, in conquering diabetes, right? So that's how you conquer it, guys. Okay, so let me just clear something up real quick, because I don't want you to get the wrong idea. So when I say conquer diabetes, I don't mean you can cure. Because if there was a cure for diabetes, that means that shit would never come back. It would be done and over with, right? So what I'm saying is, by conquering diabetes, you can reverse it. All right, you can reverse the effects, the effects of diabetes. Okay, now if you start eating a bunch of garbage again, right, the diabetes is going to come back. Okay, your cells, your body does it as a protective mechanism. Okay, so and that's why we're fat. Like, that's why we produce so much fat. So when you see people, and they're really, really heavy, they're really, really obese, it's because of that. It's a hormone issue. Insulin is a hormone, all right? It's a hormonal issue. So I wouldn't, and I don't really like the posture of, the medical field and the way they approach people that are obese. You know what I'm saying? Because they make it seem like it's their fault and shit, and that shit ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? It's based on the fuckload of sugar that we take in, right? And everything has high fructose corn syrup in it, and some more shit. Okay, so that's really, that ain't your fault. You know what I'm saying? Because people will only buy and eat what they can afford. All right, and I know I'm rambling, because I am passionate about this, man. Because I think it's bullshit, but people are only going to be able to buy what they afford. But at the same time, people, when we know better, we got to do better. Okay? We know better, we got to do better. If we can get that damn iPhone 10,000, you know what I'm saying, we can afford to buy some food that's going to benefit us. Some food that's going to serve us, okay? So, I hope y'all got something for this, man. I really do. Man, when I went to the doctor with her, I was like, wow. And of course, I can't remember everything that he talked about, especially not right now while I'm doing the video. I wish I did. But I wrote a lot of stuff down. So I'll be doing some more videos, specifically on diabetes, as I do more research. So I'm not, like I said, I am not a doctor, okay? Check the facts. You fact checkers out there, do that. So, that's it. Hey guys, I can't promise you a lot. I can't. But I can guarantee you, if you don't do something different, nothing will ever change. Y'all take it easy and try not to do too much. Peace.